Good day, sir.
Well, he's back. Just in time for a decent TPK.
Yay, time to die.
Not true. Not true. I'm sure that Mr. Baldwin, who's just hanging out with us tonight, will insist that his character can teleport 50 miles from the where we sent him to, to come and save the day in possibly Spiegler's absence. Did everyone have a good holiday? Wave, you're live on camera. Hey, everybody. No,
hey!
It's funny because I actually have the starting intro so no one can see you. I just want to see if I get everybody wave in unison. Can't get you to sing in unison. I definitely want you guys to wave in unison. 1, 2, 3, and away we go. Hello, everyone. We're back from outer space. With that dumb look upon my face, no? Yeah. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan's feeling it. No.
Yeah, I was waiting. I was feeling it.
We're back. A Friday cancellation due to Christmas Eve. A Friday cancellation due to New Year's Eve. A Friday cancellation due to someone's 50th birthday.
Happy birthday, dude.
Thank you.
Belated.
Actually, you were the only one that reached out on Facebook besides a dozen rando fans or Facebook people that, don't know why they're friends. You ever go on Facebook and become friends of friends and friends? Yep.
I've done it before.
Yes.
We all have.
I have 5,000 friends on Facebook because I made a couple of geeks friends, and then I got into the 501st, those cosplay Stormtrooper dudes, trying to promote our Star Wars podcast. And because, Jeff has 200 friends that you do, they always accept. Now I have 5,000 friends. But you think I can get this thing to stream back to our Facebook? Anyway, when last we left, there's Mr. Willems. When last we left, we had a bit of an upset, a couple of corrections. So first, I want to shout out to a lot of our satellite ruse lawyers, our old ones, have gone silent. Where's Benny criticizing my every move on YouTube? Where's our buddy Rob Hammer, who was with us from the beginning?
Maybe we're finally hitting their standards.
That's okay. We got new people. No.
I mean, that's wishful thinking, maybe. But
so I want to give a shout out to Vardock Bloodstone, one of our new fans that's been lighting up our Discord, and he's played through the second adventure, so he knows what to expect. And although he comments with everybody on the rules in those forums, he direct messaged me a couple of things, and I don't know, did I get the one about there was him being so proud of us because we realized that critting a save actually knocks the damage way down, like it actually lowers the tier and everything. Without even looking anything up, I pulled that out of memory. And he's like, I'm so proud of you guys. But the creature you are fighting, thanks for shouting this out to me, Vardock, is not large. It's not even medium. It's actually size small. And yet, the numbers stand. Throwing rocks with a plus 17, deadly 1d6, thrown 20 feet with 2d6 plus 9 bludgeoning, and that is the least of your worries. My opening moves. Taking a page out of Joe Gibson's book, and so many people that just like to homebrew, which I'm hesitant to do. I'll think out of the box in the moment, right? But I don't like denying the readers. This thing had wings. I thought it could fly. So up in the air it went. And then, can't fly. Oh yeah, see that vine it's swinging from? Ah! Yeah, sure. And somebody cut the rope and down he comes. I would rather play that kind of thing forward and not call attention to it like I just did. Not to ruin anything. No, I'm giving an example here. However, when it comes to the rules, Pathfinder 2nd Edition is still relatively new. There are a lot of people out there that have learned it front to back. Bless them. And if they want to give us a hand and give us a shout out and help Mr. Gibson, who I'm not saying has been lacking lately, but the poor guy you can't memorize a 500-page book when you play every 2 weeks if we're lucky. I know I certainly cannot. Joe, are you sporting a pair of glasses now?
Yeah, right now I am.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen you in glasses.
Well, because of our lovely little wind chill we had today, contacts get freaking dried out pretty quick.
Okay. Can I bring you in closer? I got hell of an echo going on there.
That's because we weren't supposed to play. So I'm under renovation. That's why I have echo.
Star Wars has been pushed back. I'm sure Doug would love us to drop everything and play some Star Wars, but not going to happen. I don't have Jay and Sam until next week.
Hey, I finally binged all of Mandalorian and most of Visions. Look, I've been on a Star Wars binge lately.
Are you caught up on the Book of Boba Fett?
No, I do need to watch Boba Fett though.
Love the first two.
I'm of two minds on that.
Like love the first two, and the third one it was like, really, 1950 circa Evinrude speeder bikes? Are we really going there? It's like, ugh.
Oh.
It was an homage to American Graffiti, but it was terrible.
Oh, okay. And chasing
American
a major domo. Is the major domo going to have wicked pilot skills? I think not. I think he'll be caught. But anyway,
You could have jogged alongside that.
this. Yeah, I know. But you know what? This is the banter that we should have next Friday in front of our next Star Wars episode. I will say this. Thanks to Mr. Doug Baldwin, I have been looking over solo Jedi adventures for one Jedi that might wish to obtain his own crystal. Because he went away, you guys had downtime, and there's a couple of months to reconcile. And obviously he lived, or is the new poser a clone? Still hasn't revealed his name. Anyway, our number one show is We Shot First. I listened back to the very first episode. God, it sucks. Oh my God, it's so bad. No wonder like 1,000 people checked it out and only like 20 check out the second episode. Oh my God, it's terrible. I want to redo the whole thing. Hey, show of hands. Who wants to just I'll give you a script and we'll just voice over all the fun moments of the first 4 episodes. No? No one? You're actors now? Huh? It's a paying gig? No? Oh. Anyway.
Oh, this pays?
Yeah.
I actually did start re-listening to season 4, and honestly, we have some pretty good jokes. We're pretty funny, at least at that point.
Yeah, but a lot of people listen to the first episode of your podcast and decide right then and there. Same thing with this one.
No, absolutely.
Like the first time we shot this, we had never live streamed ever, so we had no practice at live streaming. I threw a cast together that was not used to working. Sure, you guys are, but I threw 4 people on top of you, not used to working together. Yeah, but here we are. There is still Star Wars We Shot First, and we will play it to the end. It is our number one show. Second place, Age of Ashes fights for the all show feed, which has everything in it. And still at third place, even though we haven't shot an episode in a year, is Dice Before Dishonor. And then there's this huge gap. And the numbers go way down here. And we have Monster Interrupted with the new crew and Mummy's Mask and stuff. So these are things that we're going to try to address in the new year. Anyway, poor Matt. He misses a combat. And I just kind of started targeting things clockwise, counterclockwise, starting with Miros, got blinded. And then now, Al, who I had to slink off behind a bush. So, without further ado, I think it's time for some battle music. And looking at the battle board, we have... We have a fully functional trap. We have Albrecht Stonechucker with 41 wounds and only 17 hit points left. We have Stefan Oakhart just came upon the scene, bristling a bow, and I think he dropped it for a rush with his axe with 88 hit points. We have a small draconic-looking humanoid with but this thing has taken 6 hit points and wounds, I'll tell you that. Miros Anvilbender, who is currently blind, has taken 32 hit points in damage and has 56 currently. Niles, 68, doing much better than the last battle, Joe. Eh?
Yeah, punches.
All right. And there's no hitting Lobrak because you can't hit what you can't see at 76 hit points. I refuse to do something so cheesy to teleport Doug's character here. But I will make Doug play Spiegler because he couldn't show. How's that grab you? Yeah, let's do that. And if he dies, it's on you, not me. All right. So while I open up ownership of this, let's go to the top of the current round, which is round 3. An open clearing, which is divided in 3 paths merging at the 3-quarter mark at the top. In the center, a trap taking up 4 squares, and just off the top left of it, a small, winged, draconic, familiar baboon-looking-like creature has just rushed Miros. To its west, a square away, is Miros, blind, fumbling, and I believe he actually got a hold of it, and then did the old bouncer connect punch a couple times in there, before he got tail slapped. Directly to the south of it, Lobrak pops out of a bush. Behind Miros, 15 feet to the west, we have Niles with cannon support. And Al, unfortunately, has not been able to pop off a spell or anything yet because he got nailed with a bunch of rocks and I just kind of had him rethink his life. But he's here in the flesh tonight. And far to the south, 10, 20, 30 squares coming up through a winding path, we have Stefan Oakhart, who will be played by Doug Baldwin, as you know as Glug Glug, the orc champion from a few episodes ago. Did I miss anything?
Yes, you actually did.
Oh, okay.
The Lobrak that rolled out of the bush then proceeded to leg sweep the baboon-looking thing, and it is now prone on the ground.
Oh. I want to make sure that thing is prone. Let's check my...
Good thing Aiden watched the last episode.
Yep. No, I just had to expand my information, and yes, it has the prone condition.
Okay.
I usually do that. I usually listen to the last episode, but I was in a different truck today and couldn't get the damn thing to hook to my phone. So, all right. So, Doug, if you take possession of Oak and Heart, it is open, starting with the trap, which again we had screwed up. A trap is a trap, and even though its action of a ranged I-beam only takes 1 action, traps are limited to a single action a round. So looking back over the last episode, I had blinded with a first shot Miros. I haven't blinded anybody else. Everyone's saved, so no harm, no foul. And we will begin again with a magnificent I-beam, and right at my feet is Lobrak. So I'm gonna shoot you with my laser beam eyes from this draconic, because apparently all dragon lore is now dwarven, it's canon, for this draconic... Al's behind the bush doing the voice for it, right? Like, get him!
That's good to know.
Just calling out the plays.
Yes, a 14 plus 20, 34 is a critical on Lobrak, which I believe would make things one step worse.
No,
but you get. No, you still get a save though. Critical hit. The target save is 1 degree worse. Oh, okay, so I hit you, and no matter what you roll, I get to take you down a step because of my critical hit. That's what it was.
Okay.
Crappy,
Unless he criticals the save and that counters it.
That sounds like it makes sense.
So what save?
You need like a natural 20 though. Oh, this is Fortitude, I believe. Let me just double check. I believe it's Fortitude, because I'm trying to blind your body. I'm trying to mess with your body. Yeah, give me a fort save, sir.
That is a 24.
Ooh. What did I get? 34? Okay, so... Where did we go here? 24. Target is unaffected. Target is blinded 1 round. Failure target is for an hour. DC 24. Okay, so a DC 24 actually is the minimum save. So you save. Success, you're blinded for 1 round. But because of my crit hit, because you didn't crit save, it actually becomes a failure and you're blinded for an hour.
Okay. But am I really looking at this thing? Because I did just trip the dragon in front of me. And I am a small creature. This thing is large.
It doesn't have to
is
shoot you in
it
the
a
eyes.
gaze attack?
No. It's a beam. It's a beam and it just hits you center mass. Like you don't have to look at you don't have to look at it. It's an eye beam that lances out like a laser, and it senses creatures up to 120 feet. Bush or no bush. It just right? Kind of thing. Eye beam, divine evocation range, not gaze attack. You don't have to look at it. Anyway, you come running out of my foot, so it took a shot at you.
Completely fair.
However, would you like to use your hero point to re-roll, or shall I reveal thanks to our patrons, I bought hero point cards. And normally, everybody gets one, and you gotta burn your hero point to use it. And then you could die. Well, that sucks. So, I'm using our gold points from our patrons to allow you guys to have access to these cards verbatim without burning your hero point that could save your life. There are variant rules that I'm also using with our patrons for their generosity, where instead of everybody getting a card and being stuck with something you can't use, like a ranged attack for a warrior, I've placed 3 cards on the deck, and anyone can use any of them at any time until they're burnt up. Patron point gets the party 3 cards. For example, last ounce of breath. At the start of your turn, when you are dying, you regain consciousness. You can act normally on your turn, but you can't regain hit points or remove the dying condition. At the end of your turn, you fall unconscious and your dying condition increases by 1. But that is one last push. Rage and Fury. Play when an ally is knocked unconscious or when you take damage from a critical hit. Like, well, I shouldn't take damage. You took a saving throw. At the start of your next turn, you enter a Rage. +2 to damage, blah, blah, blah. Rampage. Play at the start of your turn. Make a strike against each foe within reach. Yes, multiple attack penalties apply, but you get to hit everybody. And at the end of your turn, you are fatigued. So, cool shit you can do, but it costs you. Like, you know, they don't just let you get away with stuff. There's always sort of a penalty at the end, or at least with these few cards.
Right.
Okay. We have no shield bearers, do we? Joseph, Kaz's shield, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had removed a card called Hasty Block. Play when you are hit by a physical attack and you have the shield within reach and a free hand. You interact to draw and wield the shield and then use the shield block against the attack. After the attack and the block are resolved, the shield is torn from your grip. So basically, you got to have the shield up and ready, and you can use shield block. This lets you snatch it off your backpack, but you're not holding onto it properly. You get the block in, and it goes ping, flying, which I think is awesomely cool. And I will place this on the top of the deck for any shield users that don't feel they can use any of the other cards. I had these out on Wednesday, and the guys didn't use them, so they will remain, and I will replace them until they are used. Happy birthday, patrons, to me and to you in the new year. Such a cool deck that Joe talked me into. So, getting back to your crappiness of being blinded for an hour.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Lowbrack, that is what is happening to you. Let's hear from Albrecht Stonechucker. What do you wish to do, sir? What are you doing? And then Doug Stefano Kark, you're actually on deck.
Oh, I don't know. So how possible is this bush in front of me?
I would call it difficult terrain, giving you concealment more than cover. You know what I mean?
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Let's say the wood that you can see and the light brownish green stuff are actual solid cover, and all the variant green and the ferns are concealment and difficult terrain that you can pass through. Fair enough?
Okay.
So the question of the day is,
2, 3.
what do you want to do?
All right. If I just duck in there, bring myself adjacent, I'm going to try a different approach to try and do what I can to disable this threat. And I'm going to cast Crashing Wave.
Oh. Do tell. I don't think you...
I haven't cast this one yet. It's a 30-foot cone. So it's, you know, I can't put it through my ally or else it'll get smoked too. So I'm just going after the trap. Just the trap.
Okay. Does it make beeping noises? Something's going beep beep. All right.
Twist and tie.
Wasn't you? So just after the trap. Well, you technically go after the trap, so I think you've lost me there. Could you describe in a role-playing sense what happens?
So I work my way through the underbrush.
Okay.
You getting myself in an angle where I'm not going to hit my allies with this 30-foot cone.
Okay.
And blast the trap with a crashing wave of water,
Okay.
dealing.
You're standing on solid cover. See the brown?
Okay.
Give me a very simple athletics. DC is
Sure.
probably very low, but, you know, in case it happens to trip you with a crit miss. You know what I'm saying? Actually, no, you don't crit skills, do you?
10.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's been a while since we played this. You're fine. Straddling the
All right.
bushes, doing the, you know, the army where they take the sticks, they do this, and the guys do the quick pace. Right?
Yep.
You see the thing at the ground, you go over, you're like, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ha!
Yep.
The
Right up.
bushes part, but instead of a raptor, it's Al casting a new spell.
Oh, crashing wave, and it deals.
Yes.
Is
Is Lobrak going to get caught in this?
No, I should be able to.
You're doing the angle cone, right? That's what
Yeah,
I'm looking
yeah.
at. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, should be
Okay.
able to blast it without hitting anyone but that trap.
Sure.
If I had a little more movement, I might have been able to put myself in a position to hit that draconic dude as well. But
Okay.
alas. So all right, damage 66 bludgeoning damage.
Really?
Yes, 13 damage to trap. It was partially resisted, so I got 27, and it cut it in half. Jerk.
Okay. This thing is a magically lambasted stick. As you can see, it partially resists your damage. Instead of 27, it only takes 13.
Yep.
Likely because you quickly learn. Now, interacting, what could it mean? But tell me I'm wrong. You guys just want to and this happens, and you guys got to scratch your heads and discuss amongst yourselves? Sure. Or do you like me revealing actual dice box, toolbox stuff as you... For example, this thing is immune to fire. Well, we learned that the hard way when you dropped a fireball. But all I said was, doesn't work. Right? It's immune to critical hits, precision damage, and has all object immunities. Now, if you guys do a recall check, I could spew this stuff out. So again, opening move on any fight, guys, I urge you in this system to burn an action and everyone just start recalling what knowledge they can. Or you're going to be walking into every fight blinded, and the fights get far worse from here. Anyway, good hit, Al. 13 points is better than nothing.
Yep, that's all I got.
He's contributing. Woohoo! Yo, Mr. Oakenhart, with your best Scottish accent or your best Spiegler impression, I'll take either.
Just going to tell you that my Scottish accent's terrible.
Better than mine. Better than mine, dude.
So, is each square 5 feet of movement?
Oh,
Now I'm
going
Cockney.
British.
Cockney's a bit easier for me.
That's all right.
So he's going to be a bit Cockney tonight, I think.
We
He
just
can get mad at me later.
It's fine. We just assume it's Stefan emerging from the bush because it looks like it. Maybe it's his brother. I brought my brother.
All Scots like Brits, right?
Yeah, sure. Stefan Oakhart's evil British twin. Yes, 5 feet a square, and he had his maul out. He dropped his bow, pulled out his maul, and I believe he was trying to do a charge. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
So is that thing able to be hit? The trap? Is it?
It's a big
Can you
stick. If
just-
you could try. No
If he's
one's
charging-
no one's actually whacked it yet.
It's a really bad idea. So I'm going to. He was going to charge. I'm going to charge.
Okay, can you
Do
charge
I
through
get
difficult
moving ahead?
terrain? Does he have the sudden charge? It lets you.
Is
char-
this
know.
difficult terrain?
There's a feat called sudden charge that actually lets you charge through difficult terrain, I believe.
So is this difficult terrain?
No, sudden charge allows you to charge and make an attack in a single action.
Okay.
The terrain thing, if he has the movement to make it, he can do it.
You can go
I'm pretty
around.
sure.
You can go around it. Okay, so you got 50 feet, right? So we go 5, and then crossing through becomes 15, becomes 25, becomes 35, and then you're out. So you're good. 45. Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet.
Lots of crashing through bushes, but hey, go for it.
Right. Well,
If by the end of this fight, if you fight better than Matt, and you roleplay better than Matt, I'm sorry, he's out. I think I'll just start another Star Wars game on Wednesday because Monster Interrupted isn't doing that well. We'll just I'll keep them happy.
I missed.
Yeah.
Only got a 22.
Dude, it's growing on me so fast. Yes, you missed, unfortunately. And now it's time for. Oh, sorry. Charge. The sun charge is 2 actions, and then you have your strike. So I think you're done. Now it's time for a small draconic humanoid because I remain nameless. No, of course not. I have a name. Now we were pulling crit cards left and right, and I had forgotten myself. And Joe reminded me that the fumble cards are pretty much banished, unless you have something really epic going on with a natural one, not just a regular crit fail. And Matt, in his absence, called me up the next day and said, hey, I don't care if this thing's got a name. You said these things only use the crit cards on natural 20s, and I believe that's what we agreed upon.
I do believe so.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't want them at all, but that was our
Even though, and to make the pot sweeter, I was allowing like full damage plus the crit card since they're so rare now. If you got like for when you guys crit, name monsters. So, what to do? I got a blinded guy in front of me. I got a blinded guy to left me because I know what that tower does. Doesn't seem to bother me in the slightest. All right. A little goblin who hasn't done anything to me, and a guy that smacked me around a little bit. I'm gonna stay on my current
you are
target.
prone.
yeah. The goblin tripped him.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I was saying, you didn't hurt me. Okay, you hurt my feelings. As a first action, I get up. Does anyone have attacks of opportunity or reactions due to movement that is adjacent to you? Doesn't have to say attack of opportunity. Sometimes there are triggered reactions, the little curly arrow, that might be triggered by movement. Something like a mountain stance or something assassin related. I don't know.
A mountain dance.
No, I don't know. Just- okay. If not,
No.
I get up unmolested. Yes.
Unless molesting is wanted.
Yeah, right. You guys have a fight, and then like we just walk away as
No,
friends. And
keep
she's-
it in your pants, lad.
I gotta say, this thing is female. He is looking at the sort of scaly, puffed out chests and the not so much dangling in the nether regions. Anyway,
So Jeff, I'm going to ask you for your call on this then.
yeah, go ahead.
That's for stand still. It's my trigger reaction. A creature within your reach uses a move action or leaves a square during a move action it's using. You strike out when your foe tries to flee. Make a melee strike against a triggering creature. If the attack is a critical hit, the trigger was move action. You disrupt that action.
Yeah, totally. Because like I said, it's because even standing is considered a move action. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Question is, were you in stance?
No, it's not a stance. It's a feat. It's a thing I took.
What's it called?
A stand still.
It's called stand still, and this is a reaction trigger
Yeah.
from a move action.
Yeah.
Then you're gold. Swing away.
Uh,
Have you targeted this dude? Or dudette, sorry. I will make sure that they are your target. Okay.
Okay. And I am still blinded, correct? That's until that's remedied.
Actually, I believe with you, I can't remember if it was a round or an hour. Because I took it off. Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know. Burn your hair point. I'll let you be. I'll make it a round, and you can see.
Okay, done.
But if I screw it up, then they'll be held to play. But so you know what I mean. So it's like your hero pointless. Okay.
We'll iron that wrinkle out in the future.
Okay. You can see.
Yeah. Yeah. Smash.
All right. His eyes clear on his turn of this round, and blink, blink, blink.
It's been so long.
You see a comely. Yeah, he's been blinded. The first woman he sees, right?
All right. Powerful fist. Powerful fist. Go. 15.
13 plus 15 is 28.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the map's covering that little portion. Yeah, 28. Much higher than.
Yep. Keep reading.
15.
Keep reading. It says hit. You're good.
All right. And this is a roll. Oh no. So that's it. Damage.
Yes, please.
Yep, and it interrupts his movement.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Her, please.
Her.
It's
So
It's movement.
So now that we have 10 points of damage and a solid hit, as she, you don't know how she decides to identify herself or itself, as she gets up, what do you do, Miros?
What's your pronoun? I just want to know what to call you, but while I'm trashing you, that's all.
Don't worry, he's slurring so badly from, you guys think he said stay down, not what's your pronoun. You know, you guys don't have to chastise him later.
Don't you be think you going off anywhere there fast. Lass.
I was asking for the action, but that works. It gets confused. It thinks about it, and she just topples over, you know, unbalanced. So I'm still down. Okay, well, as my next action, I still try to get up again. Anybody else have a reaction they haven't burned? Because you only get one reaction around there, Miros.
Can I give him mine?
No. Unless there's some kind of special ability, no. Alright. Get up. Oh, you know what? I have my own reaction. Oh no, that's not a move action. Never mind. I don't get up. I stay down. I just tilt my head at your crotch and use my breath weapon. I'm gonna burn off your pronouns.
It's gonna be some heavy breathing. Okay.
Now, I know Theowen has some fire resistance. Do you as well?
I do.
And how much do you have? Like a point?
3.
Ooh. Oh, I just want to make sure it tracks. You don't have to like Yes. So I am looking for a reflex save. And you know what? This is a cone.
Oh.
Yes, Joe. You're standing behind. That's a cone. And 30-foot cone straight towards Miros. Luckily, Lowbrack is tucked under there. You pissed me off. Pronoun. Reflex from the both of you gentlemen.
I rolled a 3, giving me a 16.
A 20 total.
All right. DC is 26.
Ooh. Crispy, crispy.
Hey, Niles, you have a hero point left. Would you like to re-roll?
Nope.
Nope. Saving it. All right.
My reflex is +8. I rolled better than a 50% chance, so nope.
Yeah. All right.
I'll take it.
This thing does the Godzilla breathe, where it breathes, and when it's out of breath, the flame stops coming, and it tilts its head back and shrieks as a free action. Shrieking Frenzy. Once an hour. Quickened until the end of its turn, and can use an extra action to stride or strike. So I breathe fire at your gonads, and as a free action, I use Shrieking Frenzy to stand up freaking mad with my free action. And I'm done. So, let's talk about some damage of the old breath weapon persuasion, shall we?
Yeah, it's not very nice.
Well, I'm trying to get the actual... There we go. 9d6. Whoosh. In a nice big cone. 31 points. It says to Miros Anvil Bender, status heavy, and it says you took 31. So I guess it's not seeing the 5 resistance that you have. Unless you're not resistant to magical fire. Yeah, I know, but is it regular fire, or are you possibly not resistant to like dragon fire? And look it up.
Dragon fire should be normal fire.
Yeah,
well, there's fire. There's fire and magical fire, right? So if it says fire damage, because Fancy Grounds has taken off, it just gives me pause, making me think, oh, maybe they're just talking about like I'm caught in a house fire. I take 3 points less damage with my smoke inhalation.
It is just fire. It's right there in the description. Divine evocation fire.
What?
In the description of the breath weapon, it says fire.
It's holy magical fire. not just fire. Anyway, I'm just wondering why it didn't give him the buff. Like usually Fantasy Grounds is all over this stuff.
Yeah, the Forged Dwarf.
Yeah. Anyway, for the moment, I'm going to give it to you. I don't mean like give you the damage, I'll take it off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to kill you by accident. I want to kill you legit. But look into that because I'm in the previous edition they were like, and now they have 3 categories for A type. Okay, so Miros just took 31 and he's at 63, so I'm putting him back down to 60. What?
Well, so I just took 28 points, right?
No, you're at a total of 60 wounds because you're up to 63 wounds. I knocked you down and you have 28 hit points left.
Dang.
There you go. I get you to lean in there. You're echoing too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I try to get up. I get clotheslined and pronouned. I use my breath weapon while prone. I don't think there's any penalties to that because it's a reflex save. I mean, even if I give you a bonus for like -1 or -5, you guys still miss it from my prone position. Right across the ground, through his legs, burn the gonads, and hit Niles square in the face. You guys both fail. You both take 96 fire damage. Niles, I didn't target you, so I have to do you manually. And now it's Miros' turn. Miros, what do you want to do? And Niles, get ready. You're on deck.
Oh, I got a reason to settle a score now all of a sudden. And we got some batons going out in a certain direction. So, I use a flurry of batons.
He said dirt. I'm pretty sure that's because of his new druid archetype.
Beat you into the dirt. Make you fertilizer.
Everything is dirt related now with his attacks, right? Rocks and dirt.
Don't want to waste you, right?
Okay, so let's have it.
Right,
and I am standing. I am standing. Oh, hang on. I gotta take off the prone because I'm no longer prone. There we go.
All right,
have at me.
How about ye?
Have at me, good sirs. Into that.
All right, so attack 1 from flurry of batons. Oof. 2. 17 critical miss. It's okay. Second flurry.
Okay.
29.
Now, instead of breaking weapons and stuff, usually what I've been doing for monsters is if you have a critical miss, it costs you an action because you're overreaching or stumbling. You know what I'm saying?
Right. On a 2?
Yeah, because it's a critical miss. Usually the DM can go, yay, something weird happens. If natural 1, I get to get really creative. Because you have crit hits that do double damage and all this stuff.
It's not a nat 1, right?
No, but in this rule, if you miss by 10, it's a critical miss.
Oh, in the range of critical.
And if you hit it, because
the rules for a critical miss is that it's just a miss. There's no. It's just a miss. Period.
I thought there was rule of fun was like written in print going on. A DM can get creative.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh,
I didn't say you couldn't, but the rule is that a critical miss is just a miss.
If it says miss is a miss and they don't have a variable in there, print that I can grasp onto, then like I said, we are raw. So anyway, again, look, we'll make notes. So many notes for later. You missed, sir. What else do you do? You're sneezing. That cost you an action.
It wasn't a sneeze. That was what is it? Yeah. What's the word for it?
It's funny.
Makai.
When a monster screws up, I got 3 rules lawyers going, I'm on it. It's right here. He's screwed. Player screws up. It's wait for my turn. Look this crap up. Come on, rules lawyers. I'll forget this in 2 weeks. Let's go. I want to know. Can I get creative? Did I just actually ask
creative?
No. No, that opens a floodgate of... No, it's all right. I don't want to overly punish. You guys are punished enough on my show.
All right, cool. Second, I want to make a grapple.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
And it's been forever. How does this grappling thing even... I make athletics?
Athletics roll.
Against my...
But don't forget your penalty.
Because it's your second smack, right? So it's a natural...
Out of -5.
4, because you're using... Well, you're
nimbly.
Well, if your hands are considered either agile or a finesse weapon, which I think they are, natural weapons usually are. It's only negative 4.
They are, and they're registered.
He's got like dirt on one, and the knuckles tattoo, and the other one says pain. Right. For me, man, me pa. All right.
No. All right. So in athletics.
Athletics at negative 4. It's got to hit my fortitude save at a base DC static 10. So
give her hell. That's take the, I didn't put the minus 4 on that, so that's 1d6.
Okay. 29. I have a 19 fortitude and 10 is 29. So if it wasn't your second swing, dude, you would have grabbed me.
Good to know.
Hey, I'm by myself. I'm a polycat. And yeah, better than just standing and knocking over. You know, he gets.
All right, and
gets rolling and tumbling.
One more Hail Mary at you.
Okay, now at this, it's a negative 8, and you are risking critical misses.
I would just go for a trip instead.
However,
reflex.
However, unless you roll natural 1 or whatever, like Matt was saying, the rules don't state anything hairy, so there's no cards gonna come at you. Just throw
rolling
them.
For 20s, baby. Rolling for 20s.
I have these fumbles right here. Just throw them at the camera and see what happens. All right. Oh, that's what we could do. As long as you have a hero point, you can use these cards without burning it. But if you have no hero points, the cards are off limits. That makes sense.
I burnt my hero points.
Otherwise, I'm like giving you guys 2 hero points. You don't have to spend your hero point to gain access to the card, but if you don't have a hero point, no card for you.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fair. Otherwise, it's like I'm just giving you guys 2 hero points every session. Plus the variant rule of choice, plus. It's a little bit heavy-handed.
Oh, I looked up the critical failure stuff really quick.
Yeah.
So, failing a check by 10 or more is a critical failure, sometimes called a fumble. This sometimes results in additional negative effects. Note that not all checks have a special effect on a critical success or critical failure, and such results should be treated just as an ordinary success or failure instead.
Yeah, so he's right.
Yeah, so monsters have like abilities that get triggered off critical failure.
Oh yeah, like right off you said, like I said, unless there's something like written on your character sheet or written on the monster that's like, ooh, and this happens, plus.
Critical failure in the descriptor.
That makes more sense, right? But before we started playing the monsters and we're reading through the rules, it was the maybe that threw me off. That's fine. I will save my creativity for banter, I suppose. I'll just banter at you. Anyway.
It is one of the nice things about second edition is they did kind of take out a lot of that uncertainty and a lot of the maybes. They're like, well, would it or would it not? No, it's, just generalize.
Who needs a DM anymore to make these decisions, right? We just
exactly.
Just make the book 500 pages.
A rules lawyer.
Remove all doubt.
One of the reasons I took a rules lawyer approach is, first of all, I'm not overly familiar with these rules, and you guys would never trust me beyond the screens, unless we're playing like first edition or 3.5. And second, we're all trying to learn them, and like everyone just homebrew, forget it. Oh, rule of five. Like they pull over so much. Like I'm all for not slowing the game down, but you know what I'm saying? Like let's dig in and learn it in these first couple seasons, and like the momentum will pick up. Speaking of momentum, -8.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop myself into a mountain stance.
Whoa. Okay.
Now you face the mountain loss.
And you're done?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, what does the stance do? Remind us, because I think it gives you AC bonus or something, doesn't it?
Yeah. Essentially, it drops my. I can't use my dexterity to my AC, but it gives me more AC than my dexterity does. So my AC goes up by 1 point.
Okay. So, do you have a shield? You could probably use the shield button in its place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's normally what I kind of.
I don't know if it's just saying, like, because there's Fancy Grounds and myself will forget. I won't see it. So, And you're done, sir. Niles, what do you want to do? Low brack, get ready. You're on deck.
All right. I will, if you can, for me, target. Who am I going to target?
You just going to kill anybody?
Oh yeah. No, if you can target Miros for me, please.
Oh my God, you're backstabbing, little. I love you. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to heal.
Oh, well, that's not very aggressive. All right.
No, it's not.
I was expecting for some kind of drama to unfold here.
So one sec. Click buttons and. Oh, what happened there?
It said, Nemiros Albright, save 19, fail.
Wrong one.
Nemiros Fortitude, Divine Necromancy.
There. How is that?
I don't know. What are you doing?
There you go. That's a little better.
Heal 38 to Miros. Oh, and it actually says Miros, so maybe it helped him. Yes, it did. Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey.
And
Yay.
since I actually haven't used healing on anybody since I actually went up a level.
Yeah. Well, it's about time.
I know, yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
He gets. I have the feat, the Radiant Infusion. So as I pour invigorating positive energy into a living ally, if the next action is to cast a heal to restore hit points to a single living creature, the target, i.e. Miros, deals an additional 1d6 positive damage with its melee weapons or unarmed attacks until the end of its next turn.
Ooh.
If the heal spell is at least 5th level, then it's 2d6 and 3d6 if it's 8th level. Blah, blah, blah.
Ooh.
So not only do you straighten the chest hairs, he's like crackling with static energy. He's good to go. Static divine power comes crackling down your arm hairs, and you're just like, la, 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 let's go. And he'll stand there like drooling like bacon till like his turn, which is like a round away. So get ready for that. Anything else, Niles?
And then I'm going to draw my weapon. Woohoo! I'm done.
He says, Oh, you know, I forgot to change the view back to battle. There we go. That's a little better. Battle view. Okay. You forgot to draw your weapon. Oh yeah, and I'll pull out my sword.
Well, it's just been spell after spell after spell, and nothing's working. So
I know. That's all I want to do. All right. And Lobrak, who is blinded for an hour.
It's
Yes.
He's just reaching behind him, trying to find the first leaf of that bush to go back into. Right? It's like, let's go over here.
Oh, it's okay. I can smell the dragon in front of me. I can smell the wood to my right, and I can smell the burning dwarf junk to my left.
It's a very distinct
It's all
smell.
good. Exactly.
Burning cubic dwarven hair. Oh my god, that's so nasty.
No, he's a goblin. He'd probably be like, that smells delicious.
Now we talked to Aiden. If I can't kink shame Aiden about Synthrope, you can't kink shame Aiden the Goblin and this other crap.
So no one king shames me, baby.
All right, baby, what do you want to do?
So I'm going to 5-foot step to get flanking.
Okay, hang on. You're actually crossing between two dudes. I need an athletics check for you to tumble through there.
Okay. It's actually acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Yes, acrobatics.
But I can do that.
Yes. And the actual skill.
I cannot do that. So I got a 3 on the dice for a 17 acrobatics against the target's reflex DC to move through its space. So I would actually want to go through the totem space and like bounce off the totem around behind the dragon if possible.
Right. So see how you're sort of going through both? It would be it would be the hardest of the two because, you know what I mean? There's the thick bushes and the thin bushes going, well, I go through the thin bushes. Well, you're still kind of touching both. So I'm thinking I have to go with the hard, like, I see what you're saying. Oh, but you know what you can do? Sorry. You could just tumble straight through, like, into him.
Yeah.
And, like, come out the other side or, like, do the chest knight thing.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, sorry, that's legit. Sorry, like when you said you're going to the square, I'm thinking like, because I saw you move on an angle. I'm sorry. I see what you're saying. You're doing the L. Tumble towards the post, do the parkour foot off of the post and, hard 90-degree turn, right? Awesome. Okay, what is my reflex? That is a good question. I'm a post. Oh, geez, it's still 18. You fail. So I'm a +8 reflex, and I'm a post. Damn, you missed it by 1. I thought it would be 0. I thought the funny thing would be I do have a 0 save, it's just not reflex. It's a rubbery post. All right. So he goes tumbling over and he like goes to bounce off of it and his foot slips and he kind of falls backward into position, and now what?
So on failure, my movement ends and I trigger reactions as if I had moved out of the square I started in.
Okay. I have a reaction. Not the trap. It only gets one a turn. I don't think it has reactions. Let me just double check.
Right.
See a creature who isn't a person. Yeah, blah blah blah. Oh, that's a reaction. Ooh, Jesus, that would be 2 shots. A trap with a reaction. So on my initiative, I can fire up my beam at the closest target within 120 feet. But I also have a reaction, which trigger is any creature within 120 feet who isn't recognized as a Cinderclaw or Cinderclaw ally against the triggering creature, then rolls initiative. Okay, no, I think that's an opener. I really don't want to push the rules on this and start flying 2-eye beams around and kill you guys by accident, so... Sorry, I got excited. I was learning. However, you are still adjacent to my small draconic humanoid who has a name. Maybe you should ask her, Miros, before you start with the how do you identify crap. Trigger, a creature within reach of my tail moves, does a move action, blah, blah, blah. So yes, the tail swipe for you. You get the tail swipe as you try to get by and then fumble back a little bit. And... where is it? Oh, sorry. I need to make it my turn for my combat to come up. Tail swipe. Do. There we go. 1 tail swipe coming at you. 37 critical. So you go bouncing off the post and you're trying to like acrobatic get behind and the tail comes up and you get clotheslined by this freaking tail that smacks you for 2d8 plus 9 damage. You take double, which is 35. Oh my god, it's a pop fly. It's going. He's going. He's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's almost out of the park. And you have an action left.
Run away.
I have 2 actions left, actually.
Oh, that's right. You do. Yeah.
Just 1.
Yeah.
Run away.
Oh, you're blinded. You need to do. I believe there's a flat concealment check for you to even like move around.
I thought that was just for attacking.
Yeah, I know, but you're trying to go through a guy's square, which means you have no idea where he is and how to get through, or you know what I mean? I think a flat check of it's easy. It's like 5.
All movement is based on difficult terrain when you're blinded.
Oh, okay. And can you tumble through difficult terrain? Not without the feats, right? That sounds like you can't, and then there's a feat. They'll be like, now you can, right?
Acrobatics check, right?
Yeah.
Or athletics.
Well,
Acrobatics.
So I know normally tumbling through treats it as difficult terrain, but I don't know if you can do that on difficult terrain already. If it double stacks or not.
And you're blinded, like...
Well, that's what I'm meaning, is that's that second stack of it, is from the blinded.
You can use tumble through using climb, fly, swim, or another action instead of stride if in the appropriate environment.
Yeah, but can you, like I said, because he's blinded, any movement, even on flat grass, becomes difficult terrain, which basically costs him double moves. My question is a character allowed to tumble like a regular unblinded? Can he tumble through difficult terrain? Because usually
I'm at tumble through right now.
Not through a person.
At least at ×4, maybe. You know,
like,
I don't know if movement costs
but
you
difficult terrain, yeah, it's difficult terrain.
Can you tumble inside of difficult terrain? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, because only thing difficult terrain does is make your movement halved.
And then half again because he's blinded?
It's just halved.
Yeah, okay.
No, but tumbling makes it difficult terrain, so that would make it half. So the question would be whether or not
blinded, not tumbling.
Terrain.
Okay, so there is greater
we'll come back
difficult
to
terrain.
Yeah.
There is greater difficult terrain listed.
Okay.
So I would say that that's probably what it does.
And then on top of that, you can adjudicate a blind.
Tumbling halves your movement because you're tumbling.
Yeah.
Right? Or
no, it just applies. It says so. It's treating the squares as difficult terrain. It doesn't say anything as per if it already is difficult terrain.
That's what I'm saying. Like, does it half you again?
So is it just like everything else? Like
so it would just cut you in half again.
Enchantments don't stack. Or would it actually cut you down, or would it be like having 2 strength buffs?
For lack of a better, I'm going to say it stacks, and it's just 4 times because he's blinded and he's tumbling. Anyway, but he failed. Anyway, I was trying to save you that damage, Willems, because if you couldn't have done it, you wouldn't have moved. And if you didn't move,
Right.
no whack.
No,
But-
and I get that.
Yeah, so
But-
that's the only reason I'm blowing time here and like digging in is I'm trying to help the player actually. Anyway, that's fine. So 4 times movement because blind on top of tumbling, and unfortunately fail, whack, and here you are. But you do have an action left, yeah?
2 actions.
I have 2 actions left.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Yeah, so I will actually make an athletics check to try and trip this creature.
Okay.
So it's going to be athletics check versus reflex DC.
Right,
and
now,
the flat.
attacking me while blinded, I have complete concealment against you.
Yes.
So
I believe it's a flat DC 11 check to make, or is it 5, Joe?
5 is concealed. I don't know what total is.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
11, 'cause-
Concealed. So it's the same as concealed.
It's got to be
it's a
more than
DC
5.
DC of 5.
They talk about blinded, like, because I was reading this recently. As soon as blinded came up, like months ago, I was reading it and it was like, there's this, and this, and the guy's in the fog and he's concealed. And then there's like talking about somebody that's blinded and it's like the guy has total concealment against the blinded dude, like it had gone up a notch. So there's got to be something different or more than just 5.
Well,
If your only precise sense is sight, which is almost everybody, then objects and creatures are concealed from you. That's it. So we know to strike a concealed object is DC 5.
Okay.
20% chance.
All right. Well, I'll let it go for now, but I know there's more. 'Cause
so there's undetected, which would be like targeting a hidden creature, which would be a flat DC 11 check.
Okay, maybe it's that.
But
Like, you know the square he's in, or are you going to take a guess? I mean, it just hits you, so you know where the damn thing is, but you can't see it to accurately, like, hit the silhouette, right? So, I don't know. Maybe this is,
I think it would be hidden because it says when you're hidden from a creature, that creature knows the space you're in, but can't tell precisely where you are.
yeah, there you go.
It's a flat DC 11 check.
Yeah. So it's a different terminology, Joe, because like concealed is the guy in the fog, but we were like, there's no such thing as total concealment. It's hidden. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, 6.
Failed.
So no.
All right.
Okay. But you have another action.
Yes. So
You want to try another check? Yeah.
Yep.
9.
Fail.
Sorry. Okay. So we'll skip the actual heroic crits that you would have gotten. And okay. Top of the order, round 4. Did we miss anybody? No, everyone had a go, right? Right.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Top to bottom. I'm going to pick up a D4. Come on. Roll, damn you. 2. Al. No.
Okay.
Low brack. Something had occurred to me. Does it know
Yes.
you're blinded? You know what I mean?
Say it knows it's a trap. It's not
Probably
sentient,
not.
is it?
Exactly. Exactly. So, like I said, to try to give you guys a bit like, so it's not just like, ha, you're all blind, like a regular DM might. It's like, well, this thing's just firing off beams. Oh, closest target. So there's really 2. Anybody that's adjacent. Okay, 3. So I should roll a D3 because it does say it will always shoot the closest target. And so technically, everyone is touching me. Stop touching me, Al. It's a D3. So it's low brack 1, 2. Actually, there's a D3 in this, isn't there? Yeah, custom days. Where is it? D3. There we go. Let's try that. So 1, 2 is low brack. 3, 4 is Al. 5, 6 Stefan, and I dropped a. Oh no, I rolled a D3. So that's Stefan. I didn't roll a D6 and make a D3. I actually picked up the custom Fantasy Grounds D3 dice. It only has 3 sides, which means Spiegler's gonna hate you. Can I have a Fortitude save? Oakenheck. Please. Oh, please.
Full save.
What is your Fortitude? 13. That's not bad. What are we looking for? We're looking for
Almost 30.
24, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
17. You fail. 1 hour of blindness is yours to discover. But you know what? You're next to it. Just swing away, right? Sooner or later, somebody's got to roll over 11 on that bloody D20. You don't have to get to it, right? I mean, it's not all is lost. Dig in, lads. Run away would be good. You guys are scattered in every direction like blinded chickens. I mean, that'll be hilarious. I'm waiting for Al to call that one, but... Speaking of Al, it's your turn.
All right, then. Okay.
Exactly. Is there any attack that's sight-based that you want to pop off now before?
Oh, just about everything I've got. I think I might be better off from here.
Al, give me an intelligence check. Very valuable knowledge. But it is sort of a recall thing, but I'm gonna give you something very valuable.
9.
What's your intelligence?
+2. Oh, did I click the wrong one? No.
No, it's right because it's recall. Okay. There might be a pattern to its shooting. You're not certain. You need more time and more proof.
So yeah.
It does not seem to be just randomly targeting, and this thing doesn't like look at you because you know your magic, you know arcane stuff. So for free, like you said out loud, it's not sentient. At least you don't think it is.
Is there a way you can put like the cones on here to see where they'll hit from your location?
Yeah, there's templates. Where is it? Layers, drawings, pointers. Draw a cone. Okay. Yeah. So what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna.
If you want a cone, if you want to be,
I want a 30-foot cone, but I want it to hit.
Not everybody.
The trap and the draconic dude,
right.
But
so
not my friends.
you want to be lower, or you want to be higher. Actually, ideally, you want to go. Where are you? You're on the corner, right? So you're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I see.
Is my movement? Yeah.
I would set up a double move at distance, so you're just catching the rim of them. You know what I mean? Like go up into the top corner of the bushes. It might take a round to set up the shot, but otherwise, do a double move and go north, and then go away so that it's the very edge of the cone is what kind of overlaps.
Should be able to from here though.
Well, are you guys seeing this cone?
I don't see a cone. No.
No.
How big is your cone?
How big's your cone?
There you go. I see that cone. It's a 30-footer.
Okay. Well, even with it,
it's a very personal question.
Doesn't say. Anyway, as long as you keep elevating up, I think you're just missing. You see what I'm saying? Like, still not Miros. Still not Miros. You tilt it down, he's not your cousin anymore. But
yeah.
No, I think that's all kinds of not Miros and Loprak, so you're good. Isn't that wicked? Look, check out your lighthouse.
All right, so I'm going to activate...
Oh, it is a 30-foot cone.
Yeah.
Sorry, the 30-foot indicator was underneath your mini.
Oh.
Move your guy. Just move him away. See? 30, 40.
Yep.
Okay, so you want a 30-foot cone that does not hit Miros. There you go.
Yeah.
Sweet. So what you do, guys, you right-click on the map, and there's an arrow in the top left says pointers, and then you'll see a picture of a cone and the square and stuff, and you can just kind of, lefty, righty, loosey goosey it. I'm just going to make my cone really small. Sweet. Let's have it. Cone of what?
All right. This is my focus spell. Dragon Breath. So I am casting a... There you go. All right. So they both failed.
Draconic humanoid reflex. What?
Failure. Trap. Failure. It says they failed.
Oh, I don't get to roll? That's not fair.
It does it automatically. All right.
Oh, so I gotta shut that off. I shut yours off.
5d6.
No, it's fine. I'd just be rolling the reflex. Would you like to know? Was it reflex? Yeah.
What? Completely resisted my breath weapon? What a jerk. Okay, well. Good to know.
Yeah.
It's not fire, it's ice.
It shouldn't.
It's it says 13
Oh,
damage.
I may not have set the damage type.
damage type dragon breath?
It is dragon breath, but it's ice breath because that's my ancestry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might just default to fire because dragon. So
you're hitting me with cold.
Cold, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that they both take the 13. Unless is your breath considered? Do you actually have like the actual marker for it on your character? You just read the whole description.
So yes, I do.
Okay, let's hear it because I don't want to give away what I can have, but
So it's different depending on the ancestry you pick. So it's a 30-foot cone or a 60-foot line or originating from you. Because I am Silver Dragon, it's a 30-foot cone of cold. But it doesn't have that set. It's a generic thing on the ability, and I don't see where I can change it to specify cold damage.
Cool.
okay.
But it does say it in the description. So it is like Silver Dragon lineage, 30-foot cone of cold.
I really hope they have a weakness to cold. But I don't know.
It takes 13 points of damage, Joe. That answers your question. Otherwise, it would have been 26, right? So, anyway.
I know it depends on the weakness.
Oh, well. You heard it as much as you thought you did. How about that? So, anyway, small humanoid. It took the 13, according to the board, right? So, I've just got to add 13 to the trap.
Yep.
Has anybody else hit this trap?
I have hit it with a wave of water and now a breath of cold.
Breath of fresh air. What's the spell component for that? Mentos. Mentos.
No, what were those? What was that gum? The 5 gum? The commercial?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was the experience.
Not sponsored.
Stimulate your sense.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Awesome. So, have you got anything else for us?
No movement in that. It's
Okay.
2 actions, so I'm done.
And now we move to a blinded Stefan Oakheart.
So what exactly do I need to roll in order to try to attack it?
On the actual actions. Oh, right. So you're blinded. Roll a flat d20 straight off of your dice roller on Fantasy Grounds. No modifiers. Just pick it up and toss it.
That's what he needed.
11. That is success.
Sweet.
If you hit, like that means you're going to connect. So now you need to actually roll your maul, and you want the one that says like plus 14. Oh, look at that. It does it for you.
Oh, it does you.
It does
Right.
it does it for you.
Look at
There you
that.
go.
Oh. So when you're blinded, it gives you the condition. It pops up the dice for you. So there's your attack, 32. Miss chance, DC 11. But here's his blinded miss 60. Oh, Jesus. If we'd only just started swinging. So much arguing.
Yep.
Thank you, Fantasy Grounds, for knowing
Yes,
in the first place.
Thank you, Fantasy Grounds.
Can I have some damage from that maul, sir?
All of it. Give him all of the damage. Was half. That's good.
D12 plus 4 is 8.
8.
Okay.
I'll attack again.
Hang on. I haven't had you targeted. So can I have that damage again? I want to see if it resists you. So just give me maul damage once more. Yeah. Whack.
Resistance to bludgeoning. Wow.
Yep.
And
Smack. Takes 0.
Jesus Christ.
So it was utterly immune to my damage.
Damage 0.
You ever hit a fence post with an aluminum baseball bat?
Oh,
Memories of Matt's childhood. Go down. I don't want the hydro bill to go up. Whack, 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 whack. There he is. 14-year-old Matt out there. Causing brownouts within the region.
You guys know this character a little better than me. This is his best whack.
Yep.
If it's immune to that, then
Maybe piercing damage?
Piercing or slashing?
We made a big deal about everyone's freaking clan dagger. They're just on our belts looking shiny. Then we turn them into relics. They still remain on our belts looking shiny. Oh well.
I'm wondering if I should move over and attack the dragon.
Sure. Well, hey, you took a swing at the trap. It doesn't seem effective if you want to move off later or move with what's left of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how do I... Let me see if I can target...
5, 10, 15. Okay, so my reaction resets on my turn or top of the round, Joe?
On your turn.
Okay, that's what I thought.
How do I change? Can you retarget me? I want to target.
Sure.
Control click. Control click.
I got it. It's
Control
done.
click. Got it. All right.
It's done. You're targeting the Dragonoid. Just make sure you use your second attack. That's not the plus 14, but the second one in a row.
Right. Plus
Off.
9.
Off you go. Swing. Get in there.
That little thing is so small.
Oh, just you don't have to like drop it on them. You can just double click rapidly on the actual gold dice or in that box and it'll fire it off for you.
Take the first one because I had to do it twice. Oh no, it's both there. But a bit I missed. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
11.
Okay. So you swang, you hit, you moved, you swang. 3 actions, you are done, sir. Thank you for
Correct.
playing. And now it's me. Hello, me. Okay, I'm standing. Finally. I tail slapped the goblin, and I'm toe-to-toe with Miros. And the goblin and this newcomer aren't doing much. I'm still perceiving Miros, who's insulting me, as the main threat. So, first, I'm actually going to open my mouth wide and clamp down on your shoulder and hit you with the jaws. 25.
Yeah.
And you take 2d8 plus 9 piercing, plus 2d4 fire damage as my molten breath, as my... As my teeth are hot. They're warm.
Yeah. The fire damage is reduced.
Okay. So instead of 8 points of, well, basically off the 20 that you just took, I will take 3 off until we figure this out.
Grazie.
Yeah. So Miros, where are you, Miros?
I'm here.
Okay, so instead of 42, you're at 39. Okay. That's openers. That's number 1. For 2, I use my Draconic Frenzy. As 2 actions, I can make 2 claw strikes and 1 bite in any order.
Of course you can.
However, it's 3 attacks, but only 2 chevrons. But I think I have to take all the penalties. So how do I make a 4th attack? Is it just like
minus
12
10 or whatever it is? No,
well,
minus 10.
It's all natural, thank you. Au natural.
Oh, sorry, minus 8, minus
4,
8, minus 8.
Well, actually, wouldn't it be 4, 8, 12?
No.
Okay. I've already bitten him, but separate. Now I go into a rage, bite him again, and hit him twice more, which is like 4 attacks. So I'm just wondering if it keeps going.
It just stays at the minus
8, really?
Oh, minus 10 for normal people. And that's all
Yeah.
it is. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10.
Okay. All right. So another bite, starting off at -4 and putting it in the mods here. So instead of plus 20, it's plus 16, and I miss you. And then -8 for my 2 claws. And we go claw number 1 is a miss, and claw number 2 is a miss. Hiya! Because it actually says claws agile, so I know I can get away with that. So yeah, it just goes crazy on you, but it's sacrificing speed and fury for accuracy and does not get through the mountain stance, sir.
It's a flurry of blocks.
Yeah.
The mountain does not move.
I don't know, but Al, this is a hell of a cage match you're missing over on this side of the pillar.
Great.
What?
I'll stay where I am, thank you.
Okay, I missed that, Aiden. And if I didn't hear it,
he was
the
like,
recording.
the mountain will not move, and I'm like, if the mountain could move to the north, that'd be great.
The mountain would bother getting off its ass and flanking with me, thank you.
As his tail's like perpetually just like.
Yeah, no kidding. So I'm done. Muros, you're up. Niles, you're on deck. What do you want to do? Oh, we can zoom in now. It's a nice tight shot battle here. Zoom it in. There we go.
Right. So in the meta, I'm aware of Lolbric's position, correct?
You're not blinded. Everybody else is.
But but I mean, spatially, you know where my character's focus is at. Sometimes we tunnel. So.
Oh yeah, no. If you are aware to make reactions in every adjacent square around you within 5 feet, you must be combat. You must have combat awareness, including allies. So
yeah,
sure.
Gotcha. So yeah, and long gone are the days of the 5-foot step, right? So you just need to make a move.
Actually, there is stepping and striding.
Yeah.
Right. So stepping is half.
No, stepping is a step, without
a step.
Yeah.
And diagonals don't exist, right?
They still exist.
The first one doesn't. The first one doesn't. The second one.
So
does.
if I want to go to flank, having with Lolbric, having heard the goblin chirp in my ear.
Right. So if you want to step past her and you're kind of going through a square, it would be an acrobatic tumble, but you can't tumble step. So you could step north and avoid getting attacked if I didn't have any kind of reaction, right? But you know I do, right? Or if you want to try to avoid it, I guess you can't really.
You can't do the diagonal through when there's only the one there.
Sure, but that's just tumble movement, and that's not the. That would still
provoke. I thought that was for a step. I thought you could do a step for that because that's 5 feet.
If I was back here, sure, but she's stepping through my square. Half of that, that diagonal that he has to breach, half of it's through my shoulder. You know what I mean?
All right. So, but I could just make a step, right, just north, which is one square.
Yep.
Right. Okay, I'll take one step.
Because as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, steps don't provoke.
No, usually they do not. Usually.
Yeah.
That's why they exist. Yeah, there are things that would.
Now, here's a question. If you use a single action to step up and then burn a second action to step forward.
You can only step once.
Once in a... Okay. That'd
there
be pretty
are
cool.
abilities which you can supersede.
I was going to say, that'd be really cool. I mean, it's burning up all your actions just to kind of like eke around the border, but yeah.
All
right.
Kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to stay there, and then, some flurry of batons are definitely coming to this one's face.
Okay, so one step up and a double action to do the flurry. Go for it.
Flurry is just a single action.
Single action for flurry, yeah.
It's a single action that I can turn into 2 actions.
Yep. Now, you're still holding the clumsy condition?
Yes. But that's only ranged attacks, not melee attacks. And I'll roll a dice, and it should, if it's all smart, like it's been all the way.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
No, I'm just saying, you're good.
Ooh. 34.
Nice.
Hit.
That is a hit, but not a crit.
Right. Nope. Solve the damage. Yeah, solve the damage now. Yeah. Damage! 11.
And don't forget to add another d6 to that for positive damage.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Holy, I went Kaioken.
Authentic battle damage. So
6 holy damage.
Now, this is positive divine energy?
Yep.
All right, let me just check my monster. Because I have immunities too. And that ain't one of them. Huzzah. Hey, no, I got a list of stuff on my rap sheet that says nope. So just checking. All right.
No, glowing Murrow's fist isn't on there, is it?
So instead of now I'm not going to tell you how many hit points this thing has, but you guys have seen enough battles that you could tell how much damage you've done. Wow. That 40 just became 46. So I've taken 46 points of damage so far from you guys in tandem. And I do not look like I'm slowing down yet. What else you got for me? Anything?
Yeah, that was my first attack. I have more.
Well, let's have it. Please.
14.
Critical miss. But no ill effects.
Roundhouse. No.
Yeah, roundhouse a small creature, because remember how I'm small now.
1, 2. And third attack is... Yeah. really hard. I'm sure it's gonna work.
Okay, Niles, you're up. Well, he's doing math. I think that'll just.
Fair enough.
You're also doing math. But I think he's on his third action, so you're all right. Low bracket ready. You're on deck.
All right. I guess I will
Oh,
move forward.
yes, please.
A big whopping 3 squares.
Cool. Right up to this thing.
Yep.
Look at that.
This is getting annoying.
Instead of surrounding it, we're sort of like an L wall, all right?
Oh, right now we are. And I'm going to pokey it.
The guy has a craze godlike divine powers, and he pulls out his sword and goes, pokey, pokey. Eh?
Pokey, slashy.
I am a threat to you.
I will be.
Oh.
If I hit them. Hold on. There we go. Sorry.
I want to give a very special shout out to the man behind Seekar Art, Seacear Art, Seekar Art on Facebook. Not only is this guy crazy affordable for his renditions, and we actually have a commission in the works for our Star Wars characters. I found on his page they actually he could take your faces and put them on your characters. So if I ever afford another commission and we do, the dwarves, I'm gonna put like Joe's face on Errol Flynn, and we're gonna put Al just like everyone's face, Anyway, just saying, check him out, Seeker Art on Facebook.
Yeah,
I got 5 guys standing on a Star Wars ship, and the licensing to put it on T-shirts for like 135 American, which is like just under $200 Canadian. That is crazy good price.
Yeah.
Not that my broke ass can afford it, but thank you, Christmas and birthday from wife. All right, so
it
Niles.
looks great, by the way.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. I know. We'll have to talk about this again next week. Again.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm just torturing Doug by like randomly mentioning Star Wars in the middle of this. We're supposed to be playing that now.
We can switch over any minute. No.
I'm like, no, it's not Star Wars this week.
Well, I'll tell you what we can do. We can do one session with Jay and Sam, and then Jay always turns into a rubber chicken. And the second session of Star Wars next week, we could do Jedi stuff. And these guys can play like rando NPCs that smack you around. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, Niles.
Yes.
Poke.
Stick them. Yep.
You stick them. Stick them.
I stick them.
Damage?
Yep. Susan rolls it.
All that banter to buy you time, and you're still first for the button.
No, because I'm clicking on it and not doing it.
Oh no! All right, let me try. Maybe I can override with my DM powers.
I'm trying. It's just not giving my damage.
All right, there we go. There's some damage for you.
No, thanks.
That's better than 0, which you were coughing up. So,
Yep.
6 points to me. Ow.
All right.
Hey, everybody,
And
a little bit hard.
strike again.
Okay. Strike me down. It'd be awesome if you actually finish this thing off. Poke. End a miss.
24 in a miss. And I'm done.
Working your rapier, catching this thing by surprise with a needle-sharp strike, and then it immediately turns scales, wings, adjusts its stance, and you're not so lucky on a second opening. Lobrak.
Yes. I am going to attempt to trip it again. So this is going to be against its reflex defense. 28.
Okay, you're still blind, so I still need that magical 11.
Yes, do need that.
Because unless you're doing like attack rolls, Fancy Grounds doesn't see it.
Do you have his status?
Got the 11.
Squeaking by with only 11s. This is awesome.
Mine auto rolled. So do you have him as a blind status? on him?
Trip attacks are a bit different than standard attacks.
Oh,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Like he just rolled a skill of athletics. Fantasy Grounds doesn't know he's directing that athletic skill check at a trip attempt.
Yeah, because it's against his or her reflex defense or DC.
Oh, I better look that up. We just assumed it was a great roll. My reflex would be 23. So down we go. Plunk. I'm down. Now what?
Now
It's like the little blind kung fu master. His eyes are clenched and he like crouches down and sweeps the leg,
Oh yeah, and then now I'm going to lift up my boot and smash it on their face. So as a second action, I'm going to head stomp. Make an unarmed melee attack against a prone target. On a hit, the target becomes flat-footed to all attacks until the end of your next turn.
Oh God. This guy is vicious, man. I forgot about that poor, what was it? Some water buffalo boar by the river that he annihilated. It's like that. Looks like that low bracket.
19 on the dice, 29 to hit. Got a 17 for the DC mischance.
Okay, so the damage would be?
Damage is going to be die 4 plus 4, non-lethal. Because it's goblin boot stomp. You don't expect a whole lot from it, but
Okay.
yeah. So until my next turn, even when he stands up, he's still flat-footed.
I don't have a flat-footed condition. Oh, there it is. Doink. All right, I've added
That's a pretty
flat-footed.
He is
move.
also prone,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
That's pretty slick.
I have added flat-footed and prone to her. Don't let him in the pronoun game. Mess me up.
Apology. Yes.
That's all right.
I refer
That's
to everyone as dude. So,
Dude.
And then my last action is going to be a dog slicer attack at a +7.
Okay, hang on. Now that first attack, right?
Yes.
You tripped me as a legit attack, which means that next attack came at -4.
Which is what I did it at.
Okay, because I see +10. So
Yes. The primary would be at +14.
okay, just double checking. We got all excited, doing new stuff. And this attack comes at -8.
Yes.
Okay, and how'd you do?
I got a 2 on the dice for a 9. So
Bummer.
very much missed.
Bummer.
But that's okay. I'm controlling the battlefield. I'm doing my job.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh wait,
All right.
there should have been. Wait, actually, yeah, I should have gotten sneak attack dice on the stomp damage.
Oh yeah, because he's totally prone. You're right.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Sneak attack, head stomp.
Yeah. Where's my money? Oh wait, sorry. Does this
That
happen?
is 11 points of sneak attack damage.
All right. That's damn. Getting up there. Getting up there. Working on up there, Jefferson. I'm starting to look a little winded. Just a bit. Smash its face. Damn you.
Hey, hit me with its freaking butt. Yeah, I'm angry.
Oh, it's a tail.
It's attached to the butt. It's close enough.
And now it is round 5. And the trap. I bet you would all like to know who I'm going to shoot at. Because something does occur to me. Like I said, who knows if this thing is sentient. And if it shoots the closest creature, it would be hitting I-beams randomly. Or Lobrak is now the closest thing to me. And although you failed, you haven't completely failed. This thing might just keep shooting the closest dude and whittling him down to like a crit fail. You know what I'm saying? Because there is worse than blinded for an hour. Because I thought, well, what's the point? Right? Well, if you get hit again, you'd be blinded for 24 hours.
That makes logical sense to me.
That's not going to be quick. So, we'll see whether or not my lancing I-beams way low on Lobrak next time.
The I-beams of suspense.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do they need a name? Can't I just like shoot lasers around in peace? You guys
That's
are like
also what they
naming. You guys are like, what is it like in Flash? His little sidekick buddy always like names the bad guy.
I'm not actually hurting you.
Freaking laser beams.